First of all, Adele is coming out with a beauty brand.
They're not called Morpho.
What are you, just take
The
a
one
breath.
color is called Morpho. I need a minute.
What are these chalky docky pastel oopy poopy colors?
The lipsticks are everything and nothing colors, and
Absolutely.
they're disgusting.
Yeah. Make a red. We're kissing cousins here.
Where's the pigment?
I know.
Where's
they're
the
not
beef?
pressed hard enough. Where's the beef, bitch? What are the big fat lifts?
Fat oils.
Fat oils. Look at you looking like a lady of the night. What's
Who,
this
me?
smoky eye for?
Well, it's just for prostitution.
You just felt like it?
Yeah.
I look like
I
a
really
mall
did.
walker.
Yeah, the VIP badge mall walkers.
Absolutely. I'm wearing a full blue sweatsuit. Listen, I wanted to be comfy. As you can tell, we're still displaced. We're not in the new studio yet, so we're in my living room. Made a little makeshift studio. I'm hoping by next week we're going to be in the new studio. God, I'm so excited. It's like,
It's coming along beautifully.
if you guys thought the second studio was amazing, this is like on another level. So we'll walk you through that and show you the whole nine. What are we talking about today?
Well, we're going to talk about the 10 ways to make a guy notice you.
Really? That'll do it.
That's it.
That'll do it. We haven't done a purchase or pass in a hot minute, so we kind of wanted to make this a supersized
Yeah.
purchase or pass episode. I feel like before we had like James booked and the e.l.f. episodes came out, in that time period, we were like, okay, let's try to do a purchase or pass, but like nothing was coming out.
Which
The
I
fall
guess
launches this year sucked. They were
they
non-existent.
were non-existent. And
Non-existent.
I feel like the allure was kind of a purchase or pass in a way,
Yeah.
but not fully.
Yes, absolutely.
So this is going to be like the real deep dive. And then we're talking about celebrity.
Yeah, so regular purchase or pass.
Yeah.
We have a new celebrity brand on the horizon.
Another celebrity launch too.
Yeah.
that's
And
in
then
there.
holiday launches.
There's a couple holiday launches that really caught my eye. So
Did they?
yeah,
My God. Did
Well-
it hurt? Are you blind?
I wish.
I snatched it
No,
right out of your
stop.
head. No. Yeah. You're going to get canceled for that. Thank you guys for like blowing up the e.l.f. episodes. They did so
Yeah.
well. So,
So-
I mean, that's definitely the wheelhouse there.
It looks like you're ready to be put to bed.
I am in pajamas. Unpacking an entire house is more than I anticipated. Well, I think if I was a normal person, it wouldn't be so much. But I think the fact that I'm trying to create 2 studios in my house on top of I'm foaming at the mouth to like redecorate, paint every wall, like tile floors.
Yeah.
Like I'm just so, I love doing that. And when you're in an apartment for so many years, you can't really do that stuff. So being in like a house the bank owns and I'm paying off for the next 30 years, I am just so excited to like go ham. So I'm getting overwhelmed. I have to be like, okay, take it one room at a time because I'm getting a little crazy.
Like, I feel like as you should, you finally get to have your own space and your own home to do whatever you please.
Yes.
And I feel like that's your opportunity to let your creative juices flow. I mean, already like the paint swatches on the wall, I'm just looking at them and I'm like,
We had to move because they were in the background of our first shot.
and that's okay.
Yeah, I officially landed on my mood board, if you will, for the
Okay.
designs of the dining room and the living room, which I'll insert for you guys. So this is dining room and then swipe that way for living room.
Okay, let's see. Dining room.
Dining room. Can you even?
No.
So it's going to be wainscoting on the bottom. That's what the red is going to be with the wallpaper on top. I love that like reddish brown. I'm not afraid of color. My sister always said and cracks me up. And someone said it in the comments like months ago when I said I was buying a house and I'm going to start making home content. They were like, please tell me you like color and everything's just not white and gray. And my sister always said, she's like, white is not a design style. People who just, their whole house is white. I'm like, that's not literally the same shade of gray on every wall, white and gray.
It's horrible.
That was it. And
It's-
industrial, whatever.
Names of paint colors really get me.
Insanity.
Reliable white.
Reliable white.
What does
Not
that mean?
us.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, we're here every Sunday.
Yeah, not
We're
me. You're reliable. I'm not. Yeah.
Oh my God. No, this is gorgeous. And
Can you even?
I want that bookshelf.
So on this exact wall we're sitting in, so you see the layout, like obviously that's the meat and potatoes of the room. There's kind of dead space over here. So this whole thing is going to be a massive built-in. I'm going to make built-ins. Yeah. Going to film the whole thing on my my other channel. So make sure to subscribe. Yeah. Oh my God. And What's that?
No, just kidding.
Oh.
No, it was just you doing makeup.
Yeah, I had to scrap that video.
Oh,
yeah.
not the nudies.
Oh, no.
Not the whole pics.
Yeah. Casey wanted like a deep green. So I
love this.
I would say the design style I'm going for.
That's going to be in here.
The green,
right? This
is all here.
So that's similar to that.
Yes, it's going to be, I think I want to go with a little bit more of like an ashier, deep gray. I don't want it to be so Crayola.
I was saying to him the other day too, because I was like, I like that, but I almost want that if it had sage green built into that forest green. If you almost mix sage and forest green, that's the green I could see in here.
Yes, because you know why? In here, it's like, paint in general, it's like you see one color of it and then you look at it and you have it swatched and it's like when the daylight hits it, when the nighttime hits it.
Upstairs,
girl, it's a different color. Like, so you really got to like live with it for a little.
What are you going to do here with the wood?
This whole wall is going to be built-ins. That big green built-in.
But what about like surrounding?
So this is all going to be the built-ins, and the built-ins are going to be that deep green.
Yeah.
And then the bottom, the like shiplappy thing on the bottom is going to be a little bit of a brighter white. Ivory lace.
Okay.
Is going to be the top of the room. With the white. And then
I thought the whole wall would be the green.
So this is because I don't want it to feel smaller. It's such a big room. Like it's like 10-foot ceiling. So I don't want to close it off. So this is all the built-ins are going to be the deep green with touches of the green all in the decoration. But then there too, like that picture, I'm going to build a fake fireplace and like stone it and everything to be there. Yeah. That's why I'm like overwhelmed because there's so many rooms in this house that I want to do something different with.
One at a time.
I know. I just got to tackle it one at a time. Can't be too crazy.
Going. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got a lot of purchaser paths to dive into. So
we'll be right back.
All right, girl. What's up first?
Girl. Right. So first up, we have the new Maybelline, the Plump, the lifter glosses. So they came out with them in a plumping version.
Okay. Mad at the concept. I'm happy there's a nude. I mean, one nude. Maybe two.
Why are we mad at the concept?
Because you know what? Maybe it's because we all don't have your Swedish pillow lips. But I have never used a lip plumper that I'm like, wow, oh my God, it's like I went to the doctor. Like the pain is not worth the result to me.
There is no result.
There is no result. So I don't want my lips to burn and my lips look exactly the same. Like I feel like a plumping lip gloss messes up my lipstick underneath more than a regular gloss because whatever the formula is that makes my lip plump, my lipstick starts to set like it's a little oil and watery sometimes. Like,
I know what you mean. Like buxom. How
that's
it does
what I mean.
Yeah,
so why are we doing plump?
I love it.
I'm like, why are we doing it stupid? You're like, I'm buying them all.
I love them.
Really? Okay, sell me on it.
Here's my thing with the lifter glosses.
I love the packaging. I do. I love that it looks like it was like almost sprayed on the side of the bottle.
I haven't tried these yet, but I will say with the lifter gloss formula, because I bet you it's that one ingredient that makes it a plumping agent.
Yeah.
But I will say...
Niacinamide.
I will scream. There's probably niacinamide
Absolutely.
in these. I just love the concept of the lifter glosses that it's like they go over anything. And I feel like if it's the same thing and it just gives me like that cooling tingle, I don't want it to be a hot, fiery plump, which I feel like these might be because it has a chili pepper on the side. But I love the colors because I felt like these colors were missing out of the lifter gloss formulas. And I want a cool tone light nude in the lifter gloss formula.
I know. Nobody does a cool tone light nude. If they even do nudes, they're all peachy
warm.
poopy poop.
Yeah. And what is this orangey shimmer? Like I can't.
I think
what are
that
we doing
one,
here?
they're trying to dupe the Fenty. You remember the Fenty gold one with that? Yeah, I know.
You know what? Yeah, even the red one is very reminiscent of the Fenty, the hot cherry.
And obviously we're just going off the colors here, but that looks a little pinky red. Make a red. You know what I mean?
Cherry
Especially
red.
if you're only launching 8
hot
shades.
Red.
Yes. We're kissing cousins here. Everyone has
Brady
something.
Bunchen.
Yeah, Brady Bunchen.
Yeah.
Everyone has something like a tone from something else where I'm like, oh, I want a red. Oh, but the red is pink. So then I'll get the pinks, but then there's 4 other pinks. Like make them defined. I always say if you're going to launch a smaller shade range, pick 8 that are definitively their own and then fill in the gaps down the line.
With in-betweens.
Well,
that's how I even feel about the CoverGirl Yummy glosses, is that you even said they were like, they all look the same. And when you go to swatch those, have you looked at, it's almost like when Michaela did the swatches of the oils, they all look the same.
Exactly.
So what are we doing?
I know.
Pick definitively different colors and add more of a pigment base to them.
Yeah.
So they don't look the same.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I would purchase possibly return.
Okay.
But I feel like I would love this formula.
What are some other drugstore gloss plumpers? There really isn't that many, right?
No, there's really not. If you really think about it, besides NYX used to have some.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like the physician's formula.
Okay.
But then there was always like a clear and a pinkish clear.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there wasn't really like a lot of options, which I do appreciate this.
So for that reason, I think I'll purchase because of the price and because, again, like we're saying, there's not many plumping glosses at the drugstore, but the shade range is nice-ish. I think you can find something that'll work for you, but they need to expand. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Next up, we have Cara Beauty. It is supposed to look like the tin of cookies and then it's sewing supplies inside. So it has like a pin cushion sponge.
Yeah.
And then like the mixed shadows and the brushes.
Okay. So when I saw this online, I loved it. This is a really funny idea because
I love the idea.
Everybody grew up with this cookie tin and there was not cookies in it for 30 years. It was like a junk tin for some reason. That being said, what are these hideous chalky docky pastel oopy poopy colors? These colors are so underwhelming. I don't even know what to say.
I love the concept of like the buttons, like the pressed shadows that look like buttons and everything. Yeah. The color story. What are we doing?
Kindergarten Crayola.
We have like a jet black, a brown, and a nude. I'm like, fine. And then we swing over
one skin tone.
One skin tone. And then we swing over to cobalt blue, neon orange, and then a soft pink, and then bright yellow, and then the rest are pastel.
Look at that green. Girl, that ain't showing up. This color range is horrendous. The concept
is so cool. Cute. And it could have been, if the color story made sense, like to me personally, I would have gone with blues.
Yes.
To match the outside of the tin, blues and nudes. Could you imagine like peachies and blues and like those cooler tone nudes? Yes. I would have loved that to do a cohesive eye look.
Yeah.
This is the thing, and this reminds me of what you said about the ColourPop palette when I wanted the Haunted Mansion. You were like, but what eye look are you creating with this? You have to pull out another eyeshadow palette or two to make a look out of this.
This palette is for people that just like to do a garage door and run. One color on the eye and that is it. And you know how I feel about those thin little pans. Those
Urban
little
Decay.
thin Urban Decay pans.
Yeah.
Getting the fallout shadow all over the other pans.
And I also question the size of this palette.
I agree with you.
Is it the size of the cookie tin?
I don't know.
Or if it's smaller, mama's gonna fight you.
I don't think it's gonna be. I'm
trying to picture because the size of the sponge has to be a size of a beauty blender. So I'm like, if that's in there, it's probably around the size of it, but I don't know, girl. This is just, I love the concept, but what are we doing?
Proof that makeup is created by marketers and not makeup artists.
No.
Because this is all marketing.
Because if
no artistry.
If you didn't tell me the brand name of this and you took away like the cookie tin and just showed me the color story layout or just showed me this, I would have been like, oh, is that from Big Lots?
Girl.
That's some Big Lots makeup.
If I made another eyeshadow palette with these colors in it, you would throw it at me. I'll buy a good eyeshadow palette and keep it in a cookie tin.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather just do that.
Yeah, like, and also these brushes, I get like putting the tools in there because it was a junk drawer of stuff. What are those brooms? What are those brooms?
Those
doing
little
in there?
baby broom Q-tips. Yeah.
I'm not married.
No.
It's dark-sided.
Pass.
Concept is a purchase, but the overall pass.
No. How dare you even put this in here?
I had to, because you know what?
I think we're going to say the same thing.
The fact that we're even letting this happen at this point.
I know. Oh, tell me about it. Okay, so this
is that we're even.
This is the painted. This is James Charles Brand painted his first eyeshadow palette.
And what in the 35.0 is this?
I know, girl.
What is with everybody still doing these warm tone palettes all the time? Like it's brand new.
I know. And can we talk about something else? Did you see that viral video that went around of him? So the very first Morphe collab he did, not his own palette. It was a palette, an existing Morphe palette. And he did a collab with Morphe for that palette. And that was his first Morphe collab. That's kind of like what blew him up and like also what blew Morphe up, whatever.
I don't remember what.
I forget which one it was, but he made a TikTok recently and he was like doing makeup with somebody, I think Lipstick Nick. He just so cavalierly like looks at the camera and he's like, and let's finally admit it, that palette was disgusting. It's so evident he's learned barely anything. I get it, maybe phrasing it. I get that you were maybe starting out in your makeup journey. So compared to what you like now, that may have not been your taste, but articulate it that way, especially in a short little TikTok where people are going to take it out of context. Say, oh my God, and let's be honest, compared to what I like now, like that would not be my favorite palette.
That wouldn't fly today.
That would be a way to phrase it. It was phrased in a way where it was like, even back then, I knew it was gross. And you wonder why people are constantly...
But that's what he said, though.
Yeah, and you wonder why people are constantly coming at you. You have all these people that bought that palette back then because of you.
And at the time, he said, I curated this palette just for you.
It was his favorite thing in the world.
Yeah. And use it for every look. Yeah. But you're saying, let's be honest, it was disgusting.
It was disgusting. I knew it then, but I just did it to make money.
But you're saying, literally, you said, let's be honest, we knew it was disgusting. Mm-hmm. It was disgusting. You're blindly taking people's money because it's whatever, and you don't care people will buy anything.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Maybe that's not what he meant, but the fact that we're even taking that from what he said.
That's how I take it.
Proves that the way you phrase something and articulate yourself is important. And it's like, after all you've done, and you are so lucky, and it still infuriates me. I can't believe we admitted to sending nudes to underage minors and still have 26 million YouTube subscribers. So there's many people that seem to not care about that, but to go through everything you've gone through and done everything you've done and be lucky that you still have a career. Let's just say whatever comes to the top of our head on a TikTok. Let's not think about anything. Like, that's what I mean. It was the same even when Mascaragate happened with Michaela. That whole thing was shady, but it was like the fact that that incident was the reason James Charles and Jeffrey tried to resurrect themselves. It proves you're the same person.
Yeah.
The only reason you put a camera back on you was because you were salivating at the thought of, somebody else fucked up and I get to be the one to call them out. The nature of how you behave is still exactly the same.
And I'm going to assume, because I can't stand watching a video, to be honest, but you're going to sit there and claim that you've changed as a person, you've learned your lesson, you've done all this, you've grown as a person, but you're still saying shit like that.
I know.
And then you're still trying to be relevant in the makeup community, having a brand and doing all this where it's boring and your pigments have ingredients in it that shouldn't be in makeup.
Tell me about it.
So all the red dyes that are technically not FDA approved somehow are in your paints.
Yes.
And then we're coming out with a palette that is almost like the Huda Beauty.
Absolutely.
The Huda Beauty palette, the rose gold.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the rose gold palette? And then Morphe. It's just like the same color stories. I'm over it.
It looks boring. Like a square Morphe palette.
Yeah.
Literally. That's
literally.
it.
It's almost like if Morphe and Huda had a baby, he was like, yeah, I want all that.
I know.
And honestly, I'm over this color story.
Absolutely.
I'm over it. And especially coming from him.
Pass.
Say no more.
Ooh, girl. We didn't talk about this? No, I don't think we've done a purchase or pass since this came out. Wow, girl. Okay, so I will say this is the Natasha Denona Xenon, right? Palette. Mm-hmm. And I got to also give Kevin his flowers here for a second. I bought the mini Xenon. When was that?
We bought that back
6-7 months ago.
Back in April, maybe?
Right when Natasha Denona came to Ulta.
So
spring, because it was before the concealers.
April, I think.
Before, yeah. I bought the Xenon palette, the mini. And the mini Xenon palette was a staple for Natasha Denona for like years. It was like all these cool toned silvers and blacks and whatever. This motherfucker said 7 months ago, looked at me, he was like, why isn't this in a big palette? And lo and behold, and here it is.
And I was like, this would kill it in a big palette.
I know.
The whole color story. And I love that the whole color story, even she expanded a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I have a bone to pick too, because the silver shade that I love in the mini, usually her mini palettes, the colors will translate into the big.
There's only 4 in there. I would hope it would make the cut. Yeah.
It doesn't.
It didn't? I didn't even notice.
The star, the middle shade of the mini didn't make it into this. Which I will say, Stellar is a great silver in this, and Supersonic is amazing. Mm-hmm. But I will say I was a little taken aback that there was not a matte black in here.
Agreed.
So that's where I was like, okay, girl, what are we doing?
So I will say as well, I don't know if it's on here, but this is the Grundge Huda Beauty.
How did I not include
that?
Okay,
we'll throw it in right now. A little bonus. So the Grundge palette from Huda Beauty also came out. And that is what Kevin is wearing. When I was on the brand trip in New York City from last week, I wanted to bring this because I wanted to do all like cool tone, because a lot of the events were very holiday, whatever. So I wanted to do exactly this kind of color story. And because I moved, I was packing for that brand trip in a disheveled house. We were moved in for 3 days. I could not find this. So the only one I could find was the Huda. So I had to take it. I will say this is I like the color story of Huda a little better because the Natasha Denona, this gets a little repeaty. Like some of them next to each other, like Guru and the one on the bottom underneath it, 2 down.
Skift?
Yeah,
what's a skift?
But there's a
that feels like a slur.
yeah. You skiffed. The color story is a little same in the sense that, you know, there's a lot of gray shimmers, but the Huda, I like the color story a little better because I felt like there was more transitions and the 2 cream shadows. However, doing my makeup with the Huda, when I was packing on the shimmers, it was not giving me what Natasha gives me. And this is my thing with Huda. For the regular consumer, unless I was laying down the cream and then doing the Huda shimmer, it was beautiful. It's a beautiful foil, but this is next level where it's that foil where when the light catches it, it looks like a liquid eyeshadow. Yeah. Like that's what I wanted from Huda and it wasn't giving it to me. So I like the formula of Natasha better and the color story of Huda better. So I would say both are going to be a purchase for me.
Me too.
But I will say if you have other palettes that you can make that could kind of like other matte palettes that you really, the Natasha, these shimmers are going to be the star of the show and the mattes blend like butter, but you're going to maybe need a second palette to work with where Huda's a one and done, but I just think it's a little harder to get the kapow you get out of Natasha.
Very fair. No, yeah, I do love both and I like them both for different reasons. And I would even be curious to try using both palettes to do an eye look with that.
Yes.
So that would be kind of cool too.
Totally.
So we'll have to play around with that. But yeah, I love both.
Yeah, both purchase.
Okay, next up we have the Lunar Beauty Siren palette and then the Liquid Lips.
I'm not even going to lie to you. It took me a minute to realize that that was Lunar Beauty. And I had initial visceral reaction of like, I thought it was like some cheap indie brand.
Really?
You know what it is? It's like the cardboard packaging. Maybe it's this photo, which I will also say this launch was weird because I remember him posting, Manny, all of like the promo pictures, like the campaign images. And he did it like a week and a half before this came out. And up until the day of the launch, not one single photo of the entire palette and the color story was posted anywhere.
That's weird.
And I kept having to be like, okay, but what does the palette look like?
Yeah.
And unless I watched the YouTube video, which I didn't want to, I just kept trying to find a photo and I couldn't find it. But anyway, that being said, yeah, I don't like this color story. It's not doing it for me. I don't know.
I like it. I don't know if I love it.
Yeah.
The Liquid Lips I really enjoy. I love like the deep berry color and like that grungy nude. The middle color is okay. It's really everything and nothing.
And it's easy for you and I to sit here and say like, oh, there's enough eyeshadow palettes because we have 50. But for a regular person, a normal human being that doesn't buy 90 palettes, like, yeah, I get it. You're not going to have everything. But let's say someone's starting out in makeup or there's somebody out there listening to this. You're, 45-year-old woman and you want to just dip your toe into eyeshadow. Are you going to buy the Siren palette from Lunar Beauty? Like,
okay, do you know what I also think though? I think a lot of the things with the palettes too, let's call it what it is. I think there's a lot of people maybe a fan of mermaids. And because there's even names like Ariel and everything, people buy this, I think, for the image of it.
I guess I'm underestimating the mermaid community.
There's room for everybody.
Room for everybody. And I hate to give him props, but I almost feel like I liked the way back in the day for Jeffree Star having so many eyeshadow palettes, the way he did his collections made so much sense. By the time he was coming out with his blood sugars and his very specific themed palettes, he already had a repertoire of nudes. He already had the everydays palettes done. And then it was Jawbreaker. Then it was Blood Sugar. Then it was, okay, if you like reds, you like purples. Because even me, let's pretend I didn't do this for a living. If I was a makeup wearer, my favorite color to wear other than neutrals, let's say I was going to my 9 to 5, is purple. So I would own one bomb neutral palette and one bomb purple palette.
And he made that very easy for people.
That's what I mean. Where this, I'm like, okay, like you just came out with a palette for Christmas last year that had blues and greens and cool tone nude transition and a warm tone nude transition. Every palette is everything and nothing. And even for being mermaid, I love the outside of this, the unicarton with I love his raised stuff. But then the inside of the palette is black cardboard. And you know this is like $52. It's not cheap.
I don't know. If I was going to do a mermaid palette, I would maybe focus on less neutral and go for more punches of like those greens and really do it with like duochrome greens and duochrome blues and like I don't know, the gold.
If we didn't know the theme of this palette, you would never guess that palette was like an underwater themed palette.
It's a little boring.
Yeah,
for what it is. I was expecting more from this launch and then I'm like, okay.
The liquid lipsticks, other than the super dark, deep red, right? That's what that is?
It's like a purpley red.
Is it purpley red or is it red?
It's like purple.
Okay, they're all a pass. Because I got this collection and the nude is a peachy nude. Again, we're not a bold, but we're not a nude. Maybe for deeper skin, it would be beautiful. But the middle one is literally what you always say is everything and nothing.
It actually pisses me off looking at it.
It's everything. It's cool. It's red. It's purple. It's nude.
Every brand has one. I could go down the list right now. Anastasia, Catherine.
Not Catherine.
It's called Catherine with a Y, bitch.
Of course.
If I'm wearing this green eyeshadow, which one of those lips am I wearing? The nude?
Girl, that's what I mean.
Let's say I do a blue look. Which lip am I wearing? When am I wearing the purple? When am I wearing that in between everything and nothing color?
I know.
I don't know. It's a pass for me, all of it.
It did too much and in turn, not enough. Yeah. Totally. Pass. Are these new e.l.f. liquid eyeshadows?
Calm down.
No, don't tell me to calm down. You know I love e.l.f. liquid eyeshadows.
I know.
First of all, are there only 3 colors? Okay. Well, the one in the middle, I'm here for. Those other 2 are going to be sheer sheep. They are going to be sheer little washes of color.
Oh my God, I wish I included the swatches on the eye. These are the new e.l.f. duochrome eyeshadows. I was so hyped. First of all, the 2 light ones, I'm like, I thought it was the same. And then the middle one, though, I was like, oh, I'll definitely want that.
Oh no. Sheer?
Oh no, not sheer.
Oh God.
Not a duochrome either.
Oh no.
It was so oopy doopy poopy green. I was like, where's the shift?
Yeah, like diarrhea.
Wait, you're gonna die.
Diarrhea.
Look at that, first of all.
Oh no.
So what is that? And then
dinosaur green.
Yeah.
Oh no. Ew, not mint. Not mint.
Yeah.
No, girl. Mm-hmm. I mean, that first one was pretty cool. Like for a topper, liked it. But I would just go, I love their silver. What a weird little launch.
I don't understand. And if we're going to do duochrome eyeshadow, why are we only doing one fun color?
Yeah.
Morphe came out the gate.
Yes.
Morphe. ColourPop. Thank you. I was they're called Morpho.
Yeah.
That's why I was, no, they're not called Morpho.
What are you just take
the one
breath.
Color is called Morpho. I need a minute. ColourPop had the shade Morpho, which is like that bright blue, which is so beautiful. Where these, what are we doing? There's no
And then
range.
the Moira duos that came out. Duochromes.
So why do we need
these? I know.
We didn't need them. So honestly, all 3 of these pass.
SHEGLAM Care Bears.
Okay, you were like a little too quiet about this, and I thought we agreed. So this is the new SHEGLAM Care Bears collection.
The packaging of this goddamn collection is so on a different level.
The blushes even, it's all corresponding to the actual blush shade is like the fur color.
Girl,
and they are so
every single one is wrapped in fur, like a furry packaging.
The boots with the fur.
Boots with the fur. You talk about collectors, because that's the thing too, like you were saying about Lunar Beauty mermaids. Mm-hmm. If I'm stroking it to mermaids, I ain't buying that. You know what I mean?
People are doing that. Actually, people probably are doing that.
Oh, absolutely they are.
Because they're the people that dress up like mermaids and go swimming.
Where's the hole?
Where is it?
I don't know.
Do they have one? Can we find out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next episode. This is probably $2 each for the blush.
The whole collection is $42.
Oh, girl, that is a collector's thing. Like, it's just so the mirror, the eyeshadow palette, even the
liquid liners,
liquid eyeliners, and they lasted
have the fur
on my hands.
Wash your hands,
and literally the pens are furry.
I love it.
Just so above and beyond. SHEGLAM's packaging is always just on a different level.
I do love this, and I mean, whether or not you want to buy from them is up to you, but I honestly love this, and I think it's a purchase if you're into it and this tickles your fancy. I'd say buy it. I think it's adorable.
Yeah, if you're a Care Bears fan, this is a purchase for me because it went there. Like, that's my thing.
The Wet and Wild,
how I feel about Care Bear Muppets.
Well, the Wet and Wild Care Bears collection was boo boo.
I didn't even know they did one.
It was so horrible.
That's what I mean.
I'm like, there was nothing fun about it. This is fun.
Yes, don't give me a pre-existing highlighter with a Care Bear sticker on it.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, get out
of
here.
They did all of it. It was like the striped highlights or whatever. I'm like, gross.
Oh my God.
Bobbi Brown Powerpuff Girls collab. Talk about taking existing products and slapping.
Literally.
Yeah, no, this is
atrocious.
This is not even appropriate.
And first of all, do you know how many of you tagged Kevin and I on Trend Mood in this? So Bobbi Brown dipping its toe into the, we can make Warner Brothers money. Like, whatever. I don't know who the fuck owns this, but to do a collab with like a TV show or whatever. Where is the Venn diagram of Bobbi Brown users overlapping with Powerpuff Girl fans? Where's that happening?
Do you know where they think it's happening? Because they're thinking people our age that grew up watching Powerpuff Girls and older that maybe watch this are now buying Bobbi Brown cosmetics.
What do you think? Millennials are sashaying through Lord & Taylor and buying Bobbi Brown?
They want us to go buy it.
Girl. We can't afford our rent in houses, let alone going out to buy.
Let alone an $82 primer with bubbles on it.
None of this is custom. It literally just has Powerpuff Girls printed on it.
No, that's it. No, quite literally, there is nothing.
What a money grab.
The highlighter has a stamp of Buttercup, and then the other one has Blossom in it. The lipsticks are everything and nothing colors, and they are disgusting.
Yes.
Look at that peach nude. They're not even hiding how disgusting that nude is.
No.
This berry, and then this everything and nothing red. I hate the fact that the cleansing oil says boom on it. Like, they were like, what do we do?
What's weird?
2 on the nose.
This is the most pathetic attempt at a collaboration. Like, what do the youngins do? So Bobbi Brown is Makeup Revolution now? Girl.
Because I think they're looking at what they're doing and it's not successfully.
Was this the move? Like, Bobbi Brown, you're struggling to keep your luxury status. You know what I mean? And now you just went fucking Pink singing So What at a stadium. Slingshot across into the bargain bin of drugstore collabs.
I mean, if anything is going to get discontinued faster than anything, it's this collection.
This is going to be fucking in TJ Maxx today.
Boxes ripped open.
Right now, this is going to be.
It launches exclusively in TJ Maxx.
Mark my words. If y'all find this in TJ Maxx, you better post it to your story and tag us because I'm calling it now.
Please send it to us. Oh my God. Tag us in your stories of this in TJ Maxx because it'll be there
next week.
Yeah, go there now.
Next
Start
week.
Looking for it, please.
No, pass.
I'm buying the highlighter.
You better not. Shock kill you. I will throw it out.
I know. It's another plumping gloss. Please hear me out.
But you know what? I read that wrong. It's the new NYX. It's like what are the big fat lifts?
Fat oils.
Fat oils.
I'll give you a fat lip. Which one?
Yeah. Oh my God. So this is the plumping version. I thought it's called Duck Plump, which, first of all, disgusting name. I thought it was Dick Plump when I read it on Instagram. Am I right?
Well, because their whole thing was like, what the duck when it autocorrects. That was their whole marketing for it. Okay.
What the duck, but because it autocorrected, so they wanted to call it Plump.
Enough, Plump girl.
But what does that mean then? Duck Plump, like duck lips?
Yeah, duck lips, like pursed out duck lips.
God, these people make a lot of money to do this.
I'm ashamed of myself. I didn't put these fucking swatches in because there's a neon pink. Okay. You already know. Look at the lightest nude.
Okay.
Look at that light
I'm
nude
happy
and
with the
that
nudes.
Pink.
Yeah.
Mama, that's all I need.
So you know what? I'm retracting. Pass Maybelline. Purchase these because I know everyone's gooning for the fat oils. And so I'm sure this is that formula, but just plumping. But the shade range in this is blowing that one out of the water.
I literally said during the Maybelline too, I was like, well, NYX used to have one and they don't anymore.
You pulled these pictures,
I
dumbass.
pulled them. Yeah. I don't know what. I had a long day.
I know. You're just so used to pulling things and not really being conscious.
And not really. No, I'm just like pulling the taffy girl.
Yeah. Lappy tappy.
Holy shit.
Yeah. No, the shade range of this is awesome.
I mean, the pink, I swear to God, they're in my head.
I know. And these are probably cheaper than Maybelline.
They're probably $8.99.
By $1 or $2, but
$8.99.
Absolutely. So I would, if you want a plumping gloss. And I will say as well, these look more opaque.
They do.
You know, Maybelline gonna give you that like 70% coverage.
Yeah.
Like these are going to be more opaque.
I mean, look at the swatch already on her lip is gorgeous of that shade. So purchase immediately. Obviously, if you can't tell, yes, I would purchase these. And I love the bright orange packaging too. I'm a sucker for anything bright, pink or orange. So they got me, gal.
Yeah,
I'm going to buy like 10 of these. Okay, so I included this because I'm confused.
Okay.
Because this is saying that it's new.
These are the Kiss and Press lashes Kevin and I are obsessed with. And
love them.
They allegedly came out with a new cut.
Yeah, but look how many you're getting in here. What is happening? Less.
Oh, you're right. Because I was going to say maybe it's the refill one and the third row's back, but no, that's the full-blown one with the tweezer.
And look, they changed the applicator.
They did change the applicator. They did less lashes. I think you're right.
Are they like bigger clusters maybe?
No, it's a 3 weft lash. Are they trying to fuck us?
I don't know, maybe, but I might let them.
Yeah.
Because these are beautiful.
I mean, what's the new cut?
I'm going to call them expansions on what they had. So it's like chic, spiky, chic. Okay. This. So I think they're supposed to be, I think they might be longer or like fuller.
Okay.
They're different like expansions of what they already had. So I think I don't know confidently. I'm a little confused.
All right.
And I kind of want to see these because even look at like the top left.
Yeah.
And look at how like spiky those look.
Yeah,
like that's gorgeous. Really beautiful.
We got to do some research. We'll let you know next episode.
Yeah.
I have a new pack of the old packaging and we'll see if there's less lashes and then we'll compare the price.
I feel like they're
I know it does. Is. It looks like less lashes.
I would love to find these. Top. Yeah, I would love to find these. Because look, medium, long, those just compare. 2 lengths.
Well, I mean, so the Kiss and Press lashes are always going to be a purchase for me.
But I thought these were interesting to input that these are now
They look a little diff.
And they changed the applicator. It's a little weird.
We are back with some celebrity goss.
Yeah, my CJ's like Pepsi Cola.
Hey, that took me a while to figure out what you were singing. Lana Del Rey.
Ew, I hate that song.
I don't even recall. I very rarely listen to Lana.
I don't think I've ever listened to a full album of her.
No. It just, okay. I can't talk bad about Lana Del Rey. I feel like people will come and find me.
I already talked bad about Taylor Swift.
I know.
I almost got my throat cut.
Yeah, girl. Okay, so we have some celebrity gossip. First of all, we're going to talk about Adele is coming out with a beauty brand. And we have here, what is this? Beyonce's new fragrance.
Beyonce is coming out with another fragrance.
Mm-hmm. Didn't know she had a first one.
Well, it was kind of boo-boo.
Okay.
It was like called Heat or something. And I remember seeing it in Walgreens for like $10.
Okay.
I felt like it was weird, but it was her name on it. It said Beyonce, but it was like very, very cheap.
Oh.
So I don't want to consider that her first fragrance.
Yeah.
But...
yeah.
Like, I thought the celebrity fragrance thing was kind of...
Oh, God, girl. I don't think that'll ever go away. They make so much money on fragrance. The markup is so high. They will always make fragrance.
I mean, I guess I'm okay with that in a way, just coming out with fragrances, but this just feels kind of like out of left field for her. I don't know. Something about the packaging, like it looks like it's supposed to be like Art Deco, like packaging, and it's like very odd.
I know. I'm curious to see it not black and white. Like black and white, it looks like an astronaut. It looks like Wally. Ava. Or whatever. Like Eva. Like that's what it looks like her.
It's giving that.
Exactly. I'm sure it's like a gold or a silver or something. And then I would get the Art Deco reference, but
and imagine how much this is.
Oh girl, it's gonna be through the roof.
If the Rihanna perfume is $125 for 1.7.
I have to give you in the city, so you gotta get a spritz. See what you think. I bought in New York on the brand trip the new Burberry Goddess perfume.
I love it.
Girl, the Burberry Goddess perfume, if you're looking for a gift this holiday season, believe it or not, when I worked for Burberry, the fragrances were like better than the makeup. I haven't had a Burberry fragrance, honestly, in 6 years since I worked for them last. And I was like, let me see. And I was going through all the old ones and like all the great ones I remember are like gone. And Ulta is lucky if it carries one cologne and it's all perfumes because men don't want to smell nice, I guess, at Ulta. They only sell the women, but I think they had one cologne and it wasn't the one I liked. So then it was all the perfumes and a lot of Burberry's, they're very light and floral or whatever. But first of all, the packaging, the gold, it is stunning. And it has that bite. It has that androgynous bite to it. Oh my God. It is so, so good.
I absolutely love it too. I'm glad you like that one. If we're not doing that at this point where that one feels different, the Burberry Goddess feels different.
Yes.
What is this fragrance going to be giving?
I don't know the
notes. It was in the post on Trend Mood.
Do we know when it's coming? She's got to release this before holiday.
Guess how much it is? For 1.7. What I just told you about Fenty, that's 125, I think.
For 1.7?
No, I'm sorry. Fenty is 140 for a 1.7.
This is 150? More? 180.
60.
160.
Oh my God, how funny. The top comment on Trend Mood is you guys are concerned about $160 for a 1.7, but Tom Ford is going to charge $295 for that same amount.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah. But I think Tom Ford is overpriced too.
Tom Ford is a horrible comparison because everything Tom Ford is too much.
The candles are like $300.
That's what I mean. Because I think Burberry, in retrospect, like a 1.7, I want to say is cheaper than that. Like, so that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to smell this when it comes out.
And it says special gift with purchase, limited quantities, shipping November.
Okay, so it's going to be before
available
holiday.
Now for pre-order.
Where's it being sold? Just
Only
online? Oh yeah, what am I talking about? She's not like with anything.
Yeah,
Ulta,
but
Sephora.
So it's interesting because was when Billie Eilish came out with her first fragrance, and it was exclusive to her website, and now it's in Ulta.
Yeah. You think people are buying $160 well, people will, but to buy $160 perfume, just guessing you're going to like it on the internet? Mama, I need to smell that.
Right.
You are out of your minds.
Yeah. I don't get it.
We're going to have to see.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to get a bottle eventually and see, but I don't know. I'm not crazy about that idea. Have it in stores.
Agreed. You need to smell
Macy's,
a fragrance.
the fragrance destination.
The fragrance destination.
Okay, so then while we're on...
It's me. I was wondering if after all this years she'd like to meet. I don't know why she's Cher.
Yeah, I was about to say she's going a little Cher.
All right, girl. Adele is coming out with a beauty brand.
I have thoughts.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, her makeup eats, but again, she's not doing it herself.
No. Okay, if anything were to come out from Adele's makeup line, I want a liquid liner.
There's like 4 brands right now that have the greatest liquid liners known to man. So what are you doing? How many times are we going to reinvent the wheel?
Okay, so here's my thing too, that we're showing these images of her getting her makeup done. And I always have a bone to pick because yes, her makeup looks great here. But then when the actual collection comes out,
they didn't use this.
I'm like, what'd you use here?
Yeah. You don't have that lip liner or lipstick.
Or the black eyeshadow to create that smoky eye. And then your brows. I feel like the focal points of everything, like it's clearly not foundation. It's all about eyes and lips.
Yeah.
And what are we doing that hasn't been done already? Why are you, Adele, concerned about coming out with a beauty brand?
I know. I would say the most excited I was when a celebrity said they were coming out with a makeup line recently was Rihanna and Lady Gaga, because I felt like they were both known for their makeup. Even Selena Gomez, I was like, what?
I walked up to that gondola and I looked at it and I said, well, this is going to flop.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah. I felt everything and I was like, well, she'll have a good run.
Yeah.
6 months to a year and it'll be out. But I mean, congratulations to Selena, because I wear Rare Beauty brow pencil and brow gel every day and you have me in the chokehold.
So but that's the thing about what Selena did was, because Selena Gomez doesn't have a makeup aesthetic reputation to go on where Gaga and Rihanna do, we immediately can think of makeup looks. We can rattle off Rihanna and
we
Gaga
have higher
makeup
expectations.
Looks. So we know that their brand is going to reflect the makeup we're used to seeing on them. Selena Gomez, her makeup has stepped up since she's come out with the brand, but before Rare Beauty, she had no iconic makeup moments. No. So we were like, what's going to happen? Adele's makeup is beautiful, but like it's always the same. So this is the same category as Selena. And that being said, I feel like when you're that type of a celebrity making a makeup brand, the only reason to me Selena is doing as well as she did is because she is like making formulas that have not been made or cannot be matched or are so good. It's not necessarily just the aesthetic.
Which I feel like that's
she's got
all
a
this
lot
is
of work.
Be.
I hope, because it has to be that.
You're saying aesthetic?
No, it has to be formulas.
Oh, I think it's all going to be fully aesthetic,
which
and
is going to be
good formula, and then it's going to flop.
Ariana Grande has had cool makeup looks, but not of the level of Gaga and Rihanna.
Here's my thing,
she
too.
came out with an aesthetic brand. Everything was astronauts, but the formula sucked, and look where it is.
Cool packaging, cool ideas behind everything. The execution of the packaging and everything, it really makes sense, but then the formulas tanked.
Yes.
So what are we doing?
And that's where she can't take the same route. An Adele needs to take the route of a Selena Gomez. She can't go Fenty or Haus Labs and rely on her aesthetic, because she doesn't have that strong of a makeup aesthetic.
Eyeliner and smoky eyes.
A wing eyeliner. Yeah. So that's where I just feel like she has to go the formula route, which is harder. And I worry.
I love the fact that like when there's a celebrity brand too, and they're not calling it like Adele Beauty, call it something where it's like, oh, that's Adele's brand and it's so good, I wasn't expecting it.
Totally.
Catch people off guard and call it something that maybe it's like, oh, I don't know that's Adele's brand.
Totally.
It's just, it has good product.
Yes. I'm very skeptical.
I have very low expectations. So if anything blows me away eventually, I'll be shocked and surprised.
Yeah. Agreed.
So right now it's a pass for me.
Pass. Yes.
And we'll revisit when I guess we start to get product from her. Where is this going to be sold?
I have no clue.
Probably her website. I don't know. We'll get more details, but stay tuned. We'll give you updates on this.
Goodbye. It's me.
Yeah. I give it a year.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Is this an advent calendar?
It's an advent calendar from Glow Recipe.
Girl.
Saddle up.
Do we know what's in it?
Yeah.
Is there a picture of what's in it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, there is. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, so there's a couple things not pictured. So everything full size. I'm going to tell you right now. No, you don't get everything full size.
I was going to say, I'm like, what's it, $1,000?
So $75.
Okay, great.
You get amazing sizes of everything pictured. Full size that is not in this picture, you get the full size mist, the watermelon mist. You get a full size of the lip balm gloss thing. And you get, there's 12 items, which I don't love that the spatula is included as one of the items.
Yeah. yeah. They're like the box. Make a little fork.
Exactly. But I do love that you get the mask, the serums, the primers, the body cream, the moisturizer, and the dewdrops. You get the full-size mist and the lip balm, all $75.
Girl, walk, don't run.
If it's not gone already,
Glow Recipe product,
if it's not gone already, I bet you this is probably gone at the time this comes out because this is stunning. What a great gift.
I don't even know of another skincare brand that really did like an advent calendar like this, let alone them.
Sephora Collection does an advent calendar.
I said brand.
Reputable brand.
Yeah.
What a genius idea.
What a genius idea to try to see like what works for you.
Yeah, 12 days of glow. And like,
girl, even split this with your friend. You know what I mean? Take the things that work for you.
You each take 6 items. One of you is getting that boo-boo spatula.
Totally. Yeah.
That's one of your items.
Snap it in half like a wishbone. But, you know, like see who's dry, who's oily, and then take the products accordingly.
What a great idea.
Yeah. What a great thing. Yeah. To sample all the skincare and see if it works for you in such a great way.
Oh my gosh.
That is amazing.
Isn't this such a good one?
That is fantastic.
I was like, Glow Recipe is out here doing what they need to do.
Yeah.
And I love the packaging of it. And I just love everything about Glow Recipe. That avocado cleanser is my life.
Okay. So you had never tried the avocado cleanser.
Not
and
until
I had never tried the blueberry cleanser. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah.
So I got both. We went to Sephora and I bought both because I wanted another avocado and then the blueberry, because the blueberry is a little bit better for people who have combo or oily. Like it's a little bit more kind of oil controlling. I think there's an AHA in it or BHA. I like the blueberry.
I thought I loved the blueberry.
Which I have to say, I've been using it pretty religiously and I don't feel like I'm as shiny. Like I do feel like it's regulating, to quote James Welsh, which I'm obsessed with this word now, him saying in his British accent, when he's talking about like the feeling of using skincare, he's like sensorial. Like I'm obsessed.
Yes.
I'm going to describe things like that for the rest of my life. But it's so true. The blueberry doesn't really give you a sensorial experience. Like the smell is nice.
Is a moment.
Girl, I'm at $1 million spa. Like the feeling of the avocado cleanser is like sexual.
It's liquid silk all over my face that foams. And I'm like,
amazing. And when I get out, done, oh my God, your skin is so hydrated when it's done.
I don't feel stripped and dry and it foams up really well. So usually foaming cleansers pull. The fact that I can't wait to go home and wash this makeup off and cleanse that off and feel that.
Shut your mouth, because I felt the same way. When I had my first one, which they sent to me, I agree with you. At the end of the day, I was excited to wash my face to have that feeling.
Go Glow Recipe.
Oh, it's so good. But the blueberry, I think I'm already seeing the difference of what it's supposed to do skincare wise. Because listen, it's not all about the feeling. It's not as much of a sensorial experience. Doesn't dry me out. Feels just as good when it's off, but I'm not like creaming my jeans while I'm washing my face. But I even
love to do like the blueberry first sometimes. They're both good at makeup removing. Sometimes I'll go in and like take my makeup off first with like a cleansing balm, use the blueberry, and then go in with the avocado.
Yes. Yes, I know.
And if you go to buy it right now, it's not going to be back until next year, allegedly, because they are going to repackage it, because when you open it up, it does come out a little quick.
The avocado packaging was boo-boo.
They're shortening the hole it comes out of, so it's not pouring out.
Yeah.
So it is getting repackaged, so it won't be back until next year, unfortunately. So if you do see it in stores,
go get it now, because it's going to be
because it's gone from a lot of stores I go into.
Okay,
it's gone already.
Okay, I'll make sure to link it in the video.
Yes, if they have it anywhere, Sephora.com, glowrecipe.com.
Yes.
It's in the little Fruit Babies kit. So if you want to try it first, the $35 kit comes with like 5 or 6 items.
Amazing.
Lit. So go get it.
Which coming up in weeks to come, which I'm hoping, like I said, will be in the new studio. We're going to do probably back-to-back episodes rating and probably ripping to shreds all of the holiday gift sets at Ulta and Sephora, just to help you guys holiday shop. What's next?
Next up, we have the Haus Labs holiday collection.
Okay, girl. All right. So we got the eyeshadow palettes.
Yep.
I will say the eyeshadow formula is breathtaking.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. The shimmers
are breathtaking.
We were both saying, we haven't put this on the eyes yet. I haven't, at least.
I did.
Okay, so you can answer my question. We were saying when we were together, this was a while ago, playing with the mattes, they were very soft.
Too soft.
Because that was with a finger. How are they to blend?
So
Fallout City, what are we dealing with?
No fallout.
Okay.
It's very similar to if you felt the bronzer formula, if anybody listening, if you have the bronzers, it feels like that velvety almost. Where's the pigment?
I know.
Where's
they're
the
not
beef?
Pressed hard enough. Where's the beef, bitch? Yeah. Where's the meat dress?
When I put in the top one, the more warm tone one with the gold, I put on that brown, ashy.
Oh no.
Gray brown.
Okay.
It looked dirty on my eyes and there wasn't enough pigment where it was almost see-through.
Oh no.
The pigmentation also too for the bottom, that like mauve-y and again that dark quote unquote brown.
Yeah.
Everything is so sheer for the mattes.
Because they're so soft.
And I tried packing and then blending.
Yeah.
Gone.
That sucks.
It blends out to nothing. It almost is the bronzer formula where you don't want a bronzer to be 100% pigment.
Okay. So then, we got to pass on the eyeshadows because they're $65, right?
49.
Just kidding. Yeah, 49
each.
But for 6 shades, girl, that's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
and those shimmers are beautiful. But I will say, I primed my eye with, I use Shape Tape, the matte one to really grip. I put concealer, a matte concealer that never budges on me.
Yeah.
These shimmers, crease city, all over the place, gone.
I wonder if there's a similar ingredient in these to her liquid eyeshadows. Because those liquid eyeshadows, not the mattes, are great. The liquid eyeshadows, the shimmers are oil city. It's vegetable oil.
I tried shaking it. I've tried mixing it on my hand before and then tapping it through. Lifts everything else off.
I bought one HAUS Lab shimmer eyeshadow.
The silver shimmer.
I did my whole
I'm
eyeshadow.
I'm gonna hit you.
It was flawless. I was like, here we go. I fucking put it on. Makeup remover. Makeup remover.
Maybelline.
Not even
Maybelline.
Albaline. Not even a makeup wipe. I'm talking an oil-based Elemis cleansing
ready for
balm.
bed.
Fucking gone. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I returned it. So I wonder if there's something similar in there, like a mineral oil or something.
Too much fermented arnica.
She's keeping the arnica business in turning and burning.
She founded the arnica business and is keeping it afloat.
Stephanie Arnica Germanata. Yeah, so pass on the eyeshadow palettes.
Major pass. So the lip oils.
Okay.
Lip oil, little trio, $29.
You know how I feel about lip oils. People are nutting over like the e.l.f. ones at the moment.
I like these, but honestly.
Are the e.l.f. just as good?
Yes.
By the e.l.f.
And I would honestly say for a little kit, there's only 5 colors of a lip oil. Why not just do the 5 mini lip oils for $29? Because I feel like it's a ripoff to get 3 minis for $29.
I agree. It's probably calculating wise, like the full, like, you know what I mean?
A full size.
Relative, to.
So what are we doing?
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Pass on those.
And then the Atomic Shake lip lacquer, you get sepia shine and the new burgundy shine.
Girl, that burgundy shine has me sliding off this seat.
I want this so bad. I've been waiting for this in stores, and every time I check online, it's not in stores, and I'm going to scream.
Girl, that burgundy, that is so beautiful. The perfect balance of red and brown.
I need this.
My God, that is stunning.
You can't buy it separately, which I hope after the holiday season, they're going to sell it separately.
Okay.
Because if they're already manufacturing it, to me, that's like, it's written on the walls that it's coming separately.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Backed by popular demand.
Totally.
Because it's limited edition.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So
I love that. Oh
I'm
my
obsessed.
God. I only either wear porn nude, like concealer, lips, or this. There's no in between for me.
No, when you did the alien look recently for the SHEGLAM.
That SHEGLAM lipstick was stunning.
Stunning.
Like
that is
let
so
alone
beautiful.
So I would wear this, put this on deep skin.
Oh my God. Look at the swatches.
I know.
And even go deeper than her skin would be amazing.
With the other one layered in the middle. On deep skin.
And sepia shine is not as orange as the bottle makes it look. It's actually a little more brown, which I love.
Yeah.
Love. So that's a purchase for me.
Okay, these are purchased.
I would buy the lip lacquer duo. And last but not least, we're going to talk about a brand that I've actually never tried before, never heard of this before. It's from Oden's Eye Beauty.
Okay, so a friend of mine on YouTube, Patty Alonso, always does reviews of Oden's Eye. And girl, blinding city. Like we're saying the shimmer formula is on another level.
Yeah.
Like it's like a Adept or like that level of like, I mean, it looks like a liquid eyeshadow.
So they came out with 4 palettes. So I have the other 2 next. So these 2, beautiful. Love these. The color stories look really cool.
Okay.
I love the shimmers. If you want to zoom,
my old ass has got to zoom in. Hold on.
Please do. Zoom. Yeah, like that blue color story with like the pop of orange, little, I will say there's not many transition colors.
Yeah, this one, the top one has more transitions.
Yeah.
I like this one
with
better.
Like the red and the green. Very cool. And then the next.
Oh, girl. That is beautiful. Girl. That is stunning.
That like green teal shimmer is stunning.
Because right out of the gate, I can look at this and there's a complimentary shade for every matte and shimmer.
Yeah. Like and look at that olive green, like that chartreuse olive.
And then we also have a dark, deep green or blackish where you could do the smoky. Like this is so
well
cohesive.
thought out. Yeah. And then this last one.
Wow.
Look at that. Icy dream.
Wow.
Look at that bright shimmer blue.
I know. That is stunning. So I have to say, this last one I would purchase because I know the formula is to die for. My friend uses these all the time. Watch her videos. The quality of Oden's Eye eyeshadow is to die for. I would say, this one is a purchase.
Yep.
This one is a purchase, the like kind of Christmassy brownish red.
Yeah.
And then out of these 2, I'm not loving this one in the front.
Okay.
Because it's a little too washed out.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
I always look at the darkest shade of eyeshadow that you get. And the fact of the top one, the darkest one you get is a brick. If that. It's like a pinky brick. Like it's even lighter. Oh, no. I'm talking about top.
Oh,
that brick.
Yes. That's both of these. Yeah, I like this one better.
But the last 2
I would just get the last 2 because these, like, what is this? It looks like a green that is so light, it might as well be white. Like, I just don't like these pastel-y things. Like, because I think you can take a bolder shade and make it look pastel just by doing less.
Yeah.
Like, so I'll be like you. Let me say something right now because I'm about to go off. You just use less product, Mary. Like you just use a bolder, but use less and it'll look pastel. Like I can make a hot pink look like a pastel, but I don't need this. Like these pastels are not doing it for me. The last 2 are stunning.
The rich color stories.
Rich.
They are so beautiful.
Great holiday launches.
Right?
I want both of these. I know.
I want both of those palettes. They are
love
really
that
beautiful.
one for holiday. Even the like almost reddish brown, like reindeer-y Santa packaging. That is really awesome.
Yeah, I love that.
Wow.
You're timeless to
Shut
me.
up. I'm canceling the show. Alrighty, guys, you YouTube channel. That is it for another episode of Beautiful and Bothered. I hope next week we're in the studio. I'm going to work very hard to try to make that happen. Signing off from my living room in the corner of my living room. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening to a brand new episode of Beautiful and Bothered. Make sure to subscribe on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review if you can, because that's the only thing they care about. If you want your podcast one day early, subscribe to the YouTube channel for your episode on Sundays, live from my living room. We will see you next week, hopefully in the brand new set. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh my God. I forgot my turkey hat.
I know. God, yeah, I guess this was a Thanksgiving episode. Oops. Sorry, I'm in transition.
And wherever you are, we hope you are happy, safe, and healthy. And remember,
you are beautiful.
How does that feel?
That was weird. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
See you next week.